Alright, so I'm walking down the low side of a tobacco field here, and tobacco's all been cropped. There's a porta potty over there. And this is the outskirts of woods that I camp in a lot, and there's a lot of these grapevines growing. And a lot of the lower grapes are gone. There's a few that the deer haven't gotten. There's one center screen. Nice big purple muscadines is what I call them. And I have a theory on why these grapes are here, because my granddad's house and yard property is about 400 yards up from here. And he has planted, that's been in his yard since before I was born, I guess, scuppernong vine and a muscadine vine. And my guess is that animals have, and whether it be birds or whatever, have eaten those grapes or brought those grapes out here and dispersed the seeds. And that's why along the edge of this wood line there's so many grapevines. And I'm not sure how well they show up on camera, but there's a lot of grapes up in these trees. A lot of them are up high. I'm sure the animals have gotten a lot of the ones that are down low, but I'm going to see if I can get a few of them, see what they taste like, see if they're as good as the ones that come off the vine up in the yard. I'm sure they are. Well, let's see if we can collect a few muscadines right here on the edge of this woods. So in just a minute I was able to collect up a whole handful of these little muscadine grapes. Perfect little grapes, they look great. I'm going to see if they taste good. They're excellent. Very sweet, very ripe. It's great. You know, most places around my area there's not. You might see a wild grapevine every once in a while, but it's not everywhere. This whole wood line of this field that I'm walking, you can't walk 100 yards without seeing these grapevines. And so I feel strongly that, you know, right up there, like I said, 400 yards is one of these grapevines that have been there for decades. And I just feel like nature has taken its course and spread these seeds through wildlife and so forth. And, you know, it could be drainage, you know, where the grapes rot and the seeds drain off. It's possible because there's a water fur here, and this would be the lowest point. So it's just interesting how we have all of these grapes here. Nature just found a way to provide. They're delicious. I'm glad they're here. Thanks for tuning in. One thing that's worth mentioning is, if you find a vine that looks like grapevine, alright, and it has purple berries on it that you suspect may be grapes, another thing that you should absolutely look for are tendrils. These are tendrils right here. And they're just little, the tendrils that come out help the vine climb. But the look-alike plants would not have these tendrils, and those would be things you would not want to eat, could potentially be harmful to you. But if you look for those tendrils, it looks like a muscadine, the vine is correct, the leaf is correct, and it has the tendrils, then you will know that you have found a muscadine. Here's another version of a tendril. Maybe you can see this one better. Here, just those little curlicues that wrap around everything that the vine grows on. And there are times in the vine's life where that'll be green, like a leaf. It'll be like a green stem. And then later on in the season, as the grapes ripen, these things turn woody, like this. But always look for the tendrils. If you don't find tendrils, don't eat it. Just a little tip for identifying your muscadines.